What up, everybody? Welcome to CryptoWise.
We made it to episode 2 of CryptoWise AM. We did it. Marv.
We did it.
It's our anniversary, episode number 2.
Exciting times. Exciting times. You know, the problem is Milt is he's all awake and excited.
I've been awake for hours.
Jeez, man. Jeez. I was watching the markets all night long. I'm a bit tired. But welcome back to CryptoWise, everybody. We've got a very exciting episode for you here today.
I'm excited for today's episode, Marv.
Me too.
We got a special guest.
We have a very special guest. Our friend from Crypto in Minutes, CryptoCohen, is in the house. I'm really excited for that, Milt. I'm very, very excited. To our entire CryptoWise family, thank you for joining us here today. Do us a huge favor and smash the like button. You guys know the drill. Smash it, smash it, smash it. For anyone new to the channel, please do us a huge favor and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you don't already, please follow us on Twitter at CryptoWise Daily. And, of course, our Telegram group at CryptoWise Official. Now, Milt, we are giving away another NFT today. If we can hit
100 likes.
100 likes.
So this is how important it is that you hit that like button early in the show, because yesterday we were so close to 100, but then at the end of the show we had to kind of drag it on to get to 100. Today, I don't want any dragging. Let's get to 100. Let's give out an NFT, people. All right, Johnny Reed, we changed his life yesterday.
Johnny Reed says, thanks for the NFT. I don't know if the wife likes having another woman in the house. We gave him, Johnny Reed won a soul sister yesterday, a beautiful soul sister. Her eyes were just
very beautiful. I understand your wife's concern, Johnny, because she was a beautiful soul sister.
We get it. We get it.
Today's NFT is not as good looking as yesterday's, but it's pretty cool.
There she is. There she is. Johnny, I'm not sure she'd be jealous of this one. She might be afraid you might have to sleep with one eye open for anyone that wins this guy right here.
I love this guy, though. He's pretty cool. I love that he's got the jacket on, but he's got no body. He's just skeleton under the jacket.
He is part of the D-Gen Gang collection. A special thanks to D-Gen Gang for donating one for our community here. There are 7,000 unique D-Gen Gangs, and they are for secondary sale on OpenSea, and their current floor price is 0.02 ETH. And so we are going to send that to one lucky winner today if we hit 100 likes.
And this one is on Ethereum. Yesterday, Soul Sisters was on Solana. So just make sure you're on Ethereum for this one. Also, I got to say, we thought it was fitting with the D-Gen gang because I think our CryptoWisers are D-Gens. I know that Marv's a D-Gen.
I'm a definite D-Gen.
So today we're talking trading.
Do they have rehab for D-Gens, by the way?
They really should.
They need to start that. That's a business. For any of you out there looking to start a business, start our rehab for D-Gens. I'll be your first customer.
All right. So today, Marv,
yes,
we're talking crypto trading.
Yes.
Because you got heavy into the crypto trading. You got me in a little bit. But for those of you watching who are traders, this will be good for you. But if you're just into the overall market and technical analysis, this is also going to be a great show for you because CryptoCohen, who is our special guest, is way more versed in the technical analysis than Marv and I. So we wanted to bring him on so we could talk charts, look at a bunch of altcoin charts and some Bitcoin chart.
Yeah, and I'm super excited to have CryptoCohen here today. We are going to dive in. Milt, I love to trade. I'm a D-Gen. Of course I love to trade. I do dabble into the perpetual futures markets. I play in the games all around. I've gotten crushed live on the channel. You guys have seen. I've had multi-million-dollar trades, which I got absolutely crushed on. I've had some major wins in this game as well. I'm all over the place. Now, for the record, Milt, I'm not suggesting for anyone to go and do leverage trading. I'm not suggesting they take risks they can't afford to lose. It can be a risky part of crypto. Crypto's risky in general. It's just expediting that risk to play into the futures games in those markets. But at the same time, if you're a trader like me, you want to know what's going on, and CryptoCohen knows what's going on.
Yeah, and we'll talk to CryptoCohen about safety around and just risk management, around trading, because we want all our CryptoWisers to be safe out there. You got to use your stop losses, obviously, and I'd stay away from leverage for the most part. But we'll see what CryptoCohen has to say about
Crypto
that.
Cohen, are you with us?
Hey guys, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
There he is. Welcome to the show, CryptoCohen, our first guest on the show. This is exciting.
Yeah,
This is-
excited to be here. Thanks.
And also, I got to say, listeners, CryptoCohen, you might notice he's got an accent, a bit of an accent. He doesn't sound like Marvin and I, because we always get accused on this show that Marvin and I are the same person. They think we sound alike. So CryptoCohen does not sound like us. He's coming to us all the way from Australia. This guy is hardcore. It's 2 a.m. in the morning, Marv.
It's 2 a.m. I'm wondering if this DGen guy is from Australia too. He kind of looks like he's from the Outback.
That's probably
Yeah,
how
well,
CryptoCohen's feeling right now at 2 a.m. trading crypto.
I think a DGen rehab's a great idea. I'll be your number 2 customer for sure.
We would love it. Listen, guys, ladies and gentlemen, please remember, smash the likes. We are giving away an NFT today. And if you do have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. We will try to get to them towards the end of the show. Now, CryptoCohen, I am going to share your screen if you are ready. I'm going to bring your screen up here.
Ready to rock and roll, we are.
We are ready to rock. Oh, I love charts. I love this.
I love this. All right, so yeah, we'll just pass it over to you, CryptoCohen, and then we'll chime in with any questions and stuff that we have. But what's this first chart that we're looking at here?
Yeah, great. So, Ethereum, and you mentioned before perpetual futures. So, we predominantly, use futures on top of spot trading. So, just to kind of, we really want to maximize the returns in sort of, these really nice conditions. So, we predominantly swing traders. So, we've been long pretty much on Ethereum from around sort of 2,800, but we use Elliott Wave. Which is, just a form of technical analysis to kind of really track where we're going in the market. And I guess, it kind of gets quite, technical and that sort of thing. But the key takeaway really is that we count the wave structure. And this is telling us that we believe that we're going higher from here, probably to around 5,000. We use sort of Fibonacci extensions and retracement levels and that sort of thing. So basically, just zooming out here, if this was sort of if when my cursor is up to the top, if that was a wave 1 and this is the wave 2, this next leg, which we're currently trading in, we've been trading in since the 22nd of September, could probably take us to around 5,000 or around 4,800. So that's our kind of our targets on Ethereum.
I like the sound. I like the sound of that. So from a macro perspective, most people in technical analysis seem to be pretty bullish right now, and so you seem to be among them. You think that this bull trend is going to continue up here in the short term?
Absolutely. I mean, putting all this sort of, the indicators and the count off, like, and just going to the very basics, like the weekly candles, was very bullish. Like we were at all-time highs, and then we the last week closed above all-time highs here, and now we're sort of trading above. So, as far as the very basics of technicals go, the fact that we had a nice weekly close bullish above the previous all-time high, it's I mean, that's a pretty good indication that we're going higher. The monthly candle as well, which closes in 5 days.
Now, do you have a timeline in mind to hit the 5K mark for Ether? What are you thinking?
I mean, in terms of timeline, I think we could probably do it by the next 1 to 3 weeks, I would say. It might be sooner. We don't tend to sort of do time frames because it can kind of vary, but we're pretty set on the target. But in terms of the time frame, I think it's imminent. It's not going to be like a couple of months. I think it'll be within the next few weeks, because everything's just obviously marking up, and Ethereum is certainly looking good. If I can flick over to the next one just very briefly, this is Ethereum Bitcoin. So the previous one was Ethereum against US dollars, which is what most people look at, but we also look at the cross pairs because, if Bitcoin is strong, which it has been very strong, but if Ethereum is looking strong against Bitcoin, then we can assume that it's going to outperform Bitcoin. And this is basically, obviously going up against Bitcoin. And this is triangle pattern, which is what we would consider a continuation pattern. So basically, we're tracking this as a triangle, and then it's going to break out of this triangle to the upside. And when
Right.
that happens, Ethereum is going to go up, up, up against US dollars as well.
And against BTC. So right now you think Ethereum right now is the better play than BTC because we have BTC hit basically also around its all-time high here, and Bitcoin dominance has been strong the last little while. But in terms of trading on BTC or seeing a leg up for BTC versus the alts, what side are you on there right now? It sounds like if you're on the Ethereum side, are you also on the other altcoin side, or is it just Ethereum that's looking super strong against BTC right now?
We're very bullish on alts and very bullish on Ethereum. We have been bullish on Bitcoin since pretty much the lows. We longed it at around where did we long it? Sort of, no, sorry, we were over here. We longed it at the beginning of September, sort of around these 41K lows and rode it up. So again, going back to the Elliott wave theory, which kind of underpins all of our analysis, we think that, this is pretty close to doing 5 waves up. So I think, I think it's had its initial run, and I think it's going to trade sideways for a bit, might come down a bit lower, but whilst it does that, Ethereum and the alts can start kind of, moving up quite aggressively, which they've been doing already. We've seen that. So that's not to say Bitcoin's done, like it's over. It's, going back down to 20K. We think it's probably got more upside. We've got our take profit targets at around 75K.
Okay.
But we think, it's had a nice run. It's pretty much been up only since the beginning of since the sort of the 23rd of September. We've just pretty much gone up. So I think we can probably cool off for a little bit, and we're kind of already seeing that in, as you mentioned, Bitcoin dominance, coming down a little bit, and some of the alts, especially the DeFi ones.
The best case scenario in my mind, I have a similar target at 75K for Bitcoin in the short term. But the best case scenario right now is Bitcoin goes sideways, dominance comes down a bit, and altcoins really go for its run. That's kind of what we're all hoping for here. Now,
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
At the same time, we're not naive to the fact that large corrections can take place along the way. Are you anticipating any corrections between now and 75K? Any major corrections? Obviously, day-to-day corrections are normal in crypto. We're used to that, but any significant corrections on the horizon? I've talked to a lot of my TA guys. There's a mixed dialogue going on in terms of corrections near term.
Yeah, I think there's a chance. The thing is, I don't really know. My kind of current view and our current views on Bitcoin are sort of a little bit not 100% clear as they are on some of the alts and Ethereum. So we think there's the possibility that this is part of a this current price action. We've sort of obviously come down a little bit, and now we're bouncing. We would call this an ABC in Elliott wave terms. So it's had its A, it's bounced up for B, and then it's got one more leg down for a C, and we can then continue up, and that will be in another 5-wave move up towards 75K. Is sort of like something like this,
right?
Top out there, but nothing's too savage. We don't think, no, because basically in the overall structure, we think we're trading in like a wave 5, and any pullbacks will be part of this bigger wave 5, and then once we get to 75K, we'll reevaluate. But basically, we'll be expecting there to be a bigger corrective move, which could be a lot deeper, but. No, in the short, we're not expecting a big sort of corrective move.
Awesome.
For all of our viewers out there, CryptoCohen is part. He manages a group called Crypto in Minutes. Now that's an exclusive community which members can pay to have access to get information from you and your group of technical analysis guys, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it's myself and another guy called Blunts, who's pretty well known in the crypto sphere, and a few other guys as well. We've been trading for a while, and we've got about 600, 700 members at the moment, and it's just a great community. Really, we trade everything.
Now I've
we're
been
into that
watching.
team.
I've
Yeah.
actually joined the community a couple months back, and I've been watching what you guys are doing. And you guys have made some really great calls over the last couple of months. I must say, you guys know your stuff. Obviously, when it comes to the markets, no one has a crystal ball. But you're using TA analysis to make predictions, and most of the predictions that I've seen thus far, you guys have paid out really well on.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for that. I mean, like, if I can flick to this screen quickly, this was back in the 21st of the 9th, so September. So this is where Bitcoin was, it was down at 43K. And that's where we put out the long signal for a swing long, and with targets up to 75K, as I mentioned. And obviously, this was before any of all of this had happened. And we've obviously captured all of this. So, it's 50% or so just on Bitcoin, and we also did the similar thing for Ethereum as well. So yeah, I mean, we don't always get it right, but we're very transparent about how we do things, and we've got a system, and in this particular instance, it's played out really well for us.
I
We're
see
sitting on
in that,
yeah.
yeah, in that screen there, just to show our viewers as well, anyone interested in getting involved in this. By the way, we do have a referral link in the description of this video. If you're interested to go check it out, we highly recommend you do if you're interested in trading. You guys also, not only do you provide entry prices, but you also provide stop losses, targets, as well as targets for profits. And these are really important for anyone that wants to trade. It's, at least from my experience, sometimes it's tough. I got to say, when I'm trading, one of the toughest parts is the volatility, and maybe not so much. Well, yeah, the volatility. And so, what I found is when I set stops, what prevented me from setting stops sometimes in the past was those stops, I kept getting stopped out, and it's frustrating. And so you get a little bit greedy. You start dragging those stops, spreading them further away, and then I got caught. I got caught a few times. What's your recommendation for somebody new to trading in this case?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, stops are crucial, like very important, and it's sort of a catch-22, because if you go too tight in terms of your stop, then they'll end up getting hit a lot more. And if you go wider, then and if you're wrong, your losses will be bigger. So it's just a matter of finding that right sweet spot. What we do is we predominantly trade off the higher time frames, so daily and 4 hour, and we'll tend to put stops below the swing lows. A swing low in this case, if you guys can see my screen, if there was a wick forming here after this move, we would put stops sort of below the wick here. And as you can see over here on the right hand side, we put our stops at 39K, 39.8K, and we entered it around 43.
Got it.
That's about an 8% loss. So we always, basically, before we calculate how much we could win, we always calculate how much we could lose, because that's obviously the risk that you're putting on the table. And say it's 8%. If you've got a 10K position on and you're comfortable losing 8% of 10K, then that's what you go with. And obviously the upside, in this case, 74% would be very nice. But yeah, it's important to sort of quantify the potential losses, and I think from there, yeah, it's
Now,
it's good to know.
no, that's fantastic. Now, looking at the charts, we looked at Ether, we looked at Bitcoin. Are there any altcoins on your radar that you think are ready for some parabolic movement?
So I think Solana, it's a little bit late now to sort of mention it, because it's already had this huge run. But we've actually been long in the group from about $64, and we just it was just looking, it still looks great. We think it can go up to 280 to 300. So we're sort of counting this as a final fifth wave of this kind of move up. So you've got a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is a 5-wave move within this wave 5, and we think that can take us up to 280, 300. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't always feel right to be longing things, buying things which have already gone up a lot, but Solana is by far and away, in our view, the best looking asset out there, or one of the best. Phantom obviously is looking very nice, but
Phantom's had a really big bump as well.
yeah, we definitely didn't long this. We totally missed this one, and but we wouldn't be buying.
Well,
out
you
here,
weren't watching the channel then, Cohen. You weren't watching the
No.
channel
Oh, and
because
you're not getting up at 2
you're not
a.m. to
getting up
watch
at
us?
2 a.m. What's going on? Now, the other one, listen, we have a big Polkadot community. We're very bullish on Polkadot and
Okay,
Kusama.
wait. Before
Yeah.
we get to Dot, because
Yeah.
we definitely have to get to Dot. I just want to look at this Phantom
Yeah.
chart for a second here, because we have been talking a bit about Phantom. So I see your target there. We're pretty close to that fifth wave target. So basically, you would say that if people might have missed out on this wave and Phantom right now, you wouldn't suggest getting into a Phantom after this this last push up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like for in our group, I mean, we just sort of put out kind of what we're doing as a group. You know, the sort of the traders, the admins, and then if people want to sort of follow, they can. But we never really say do this, do that. But
Right.
I mean, I personally wouldn't be um, taking a phantom trade now, just given how I guess extended it's been. You know, it's been a beautiful run, and you know, for anyone that got in, like you know, well done. But I just couldn't bring myself to buy things.
Yeah, it's just
buy
good to
something
see. It's just good to see where that kind of top target is, and it's
Yeah.
already close to it there. So yeah, let's move on. I want to see.
Well,
some
hold on a
Dot. I
second.
want to see
Melt.
what.
Who was it 2 weeks ago that loaded their Phantom bag and said you should?
We don't need to look backwards here.
Who
Mark.
was it
Let's
that
look
said,
forward?
I'm loading my Phantom bag. The conference is coming. I think you should. And you snubbed me off.
I did snub you off, but who's the one who created Phantom videos for our audience months
Yeah,
ago
well,
before you even knew what
that's
it
how
was?
I learned about Phantom was through you.
Unbelievable.
Anyways.
All right, let's look at Dot, because we all know that Dot is the sexiest of all altcoins.
She is, but I want to know what the charts are saying. We know that
Oh, yeah,
November 11th, the parachains are coming, okay? So we know that the parachains are coming. So we here are expecting some serious price action.
Oh, this chart looks sexy. I don't know. I don't know what CryptoCohen's going to say, but I don't know. Just
I
looking
think it
at this
looks good.
chart, it looks good to me.
Dot is looking good. It's not in terms of the the Elliott wave count. Like this is clearly like a wave one here, and it's done its sort of ABC correction, which always happens after a big explosive move up. And we've now seen the beginnings of this move up, which has kind of started from July 2021, and it's not really too clear where we are within this wave three. But according to the Elliott wave rules, wave three has to go above wave one, and the wave four correction can't go into the price territory of wave one. So again, it's very technical, but and there's a lot of rules and guides, but it just helps us kind of give us targets on where we think the price might be going. And if we're starting a wave three, or not starting, but if we're in a wave three, then I would say at the very least it's going up to 53, but the 1.618 extension is up at 70. And that could be a potential target for a wave three, and then there will be a wave four correction, which would follow after that, and then there will be another leg up.
I like you going up and up and up here. I love you moving those numbers up. Keep moving them up. All right, I want one last chart, because we're running out of time here. But did you check out Elron? Because I know we have a lot of people out there in our community like me who love Elron, and we're waiting for the Myar Dex is going to be launching in November. So I wanted to see, I think there's going to be a big move up here for Elron, and I wanted to see if the if the charts support that.
Yeah, so Elron, definitely looking bullish. It's already had a fairly nice run. It's had the wave one there. It's had a wave two correction. We're trading within a wave three now. Again, think this could probably continue up towards this 390 mark up here, and that's kind of where I would expect or anticipate at least a bit of a pullback, and then more upside again. So yeah, definitely looking good. Looking on the cross pairs, and very strong against Bitcoin as well. Just nice sort of parabolic trend going up, but again, like it's getting fairly mature, but I still think that there's more upside to go, definitely for Elrond.
Now, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we do have CryptoCohen is in the house. Thank you very much for this. If anyone would like to join CryptoCohen and his gang, we do have a referral link in the description of this video. It's Crypto in Minutes, and I highly recommend you go check these guys out. We do have a question from Krasimir. He's asking, is there any way to pay in cryptocurrency? He's on your site, and right now he sees no option for that.
Yeah, we can organize something for sure. We'll maybe if you speak to the guys, and then we can sort of work that out offline, because the referral system is a bit weird with crypto, but we can certainly work something
All
out.
right, so just shoot us an email if you have questions and you want to do something with the guys over here with Cohen and the gang at Crypto in Minutes. You can email us at hodl@cryptowise.com. If you have some specific needs, we can make the introduction and try to make that work for you. We really appreciate having you today on the channel. This is super insightful information. We want to keep close to you guys. And again, guys, we recommend you check him out. Crypto in Minutes. Referral link is in the video. Cohen, thank you so much.
Yeah, Cohen, thanks a lot. And we'll do this again, guys. We're going to keep in touch with Crypto Cohen, see where he's going. It sounds like he's super bullish here. Like, oh, Marv, fine, $5 fine for Marv. So we're going to keep in touch because we want to know when you think we're reaching that peak and people should start taking profits and stuff. So right now, everything is looking good. But we'll keep in touch. So thanks a lot, Crypto Cohen. Get some sleep, buddy.
Get some sleep.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Good
All
to
right.
chat.
Cheers. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that. Listen, I apparently Milt. How do you say his name? I did it. I butchered. Krasmir. Oh, geez. I totally butchered.
Don't ask Marv to pronounce anything. I got to say about Crypto Cohen and Crypto in Minutes, Marv, because I'm not really a big trader, right?
Yeah.
But I like these groups, and Crypto in Minutes is just one example. There's a lot of these groups. We like Crypto in Minutes because we've been chatting with Crypto Cohen. We've been watching them. We think they're legit.
Well, I'm in a few groups, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in a few groups, and these guys came. Somebody recommended them to me. We got in contact with them, and I've been watching and making some plays with them over the last few months, and I've had some significant wins. So we thought it would be a great idea to bring them onto the channel. And share that
But the thing I like about them, because I'm not a big trader, I don't think you need to be a big trader to even make these groups valuable for you. Like for me, I like getting the sentiment there. I like seeing like their targets for certain coins to know whether or not it's a good time to buy or not, even for a medium hold or a short-term hold or stuff. You don't have to be a day trader to make it useful. But also I would say to our audience, if you're trying to get into trading, if you're new to it, definitely I would recommend a group like that, because even if you're not going to copy their trades, because you don't even have to copy their trades, but it's just good to know what others are doing, and then also get a sense of like, oh, where are they putting their stop loss? Where are they taking profits? Is it matching up with what I'm thinking, what I'm doing?
100%. I mean, for me, from my experience, I got to say, doing my own trades versus following these groups, I've done much better following the groups. I get the entry points, or at least in the area. It's where I should be entering and where I should be setting my stop losses, what sort of losses I should be taking in exchange for the risk of the gains that I should be taking. So I've found it very helpful for me. It's helped discipline my trading. But of course, I agree.
I find it helpful for me, even not as a trader, just to follow the market.
I agree.
And I'm also, look, this is not financial advice, but I would recommend any new trader, if you're just getting into trading, don't use leverage. You don't need leverage.
I recommend 125x leverage right out the gate and $1 million minimum trade, not financial advice.
So you could either use my advice or Mars. Neither is financial advice.
This is a picture of me, apparently, guys, right here. With that kind of advice, that's what I would look like.
Johnny wants the horn, Marv.
Johnny wants a horn.
He wants the horn. He misses the horn. There we go.
There, he gets the horn.
All right, we're giving away this sexy skeleton.
This sexy skeleton. Yeah, I agree with you. I was just kidding about leverage, by the way. I was absolutely kidding. Use caution when trading at all times. Now, listen. Yeah, this is the guy. We're giving him away. He is part of the DGen gang. He's given away today. If we get 100 likes, we're almost halfway there. Milt, I don't know if we're going to make it today. The audience seems tired. They didn't get a good sleep last night. They haven't had their coffee this morning. I don't know what's up, but we'll work.
Crypto Cohen was throwing some gems at them. Maybe they're just stunned. Maybe they're just in awe of what Crypto Cohen was throwing their way. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But I do recommend, guys, at least check him out. Use the referral link in our description of this video if you do want to. Moving right along, Marv. Well, I just wanted to have a quick peek here at DeFi Llama. You know, I like looking at the total value locked on all chains. So basically, this means what
liquidity is locked on the various blockchains. I like keeping track of this. This is something I check on a daily basis at least. And we're seeing like an uptrend in liquidity in pretty much all the chains here. Ethereum is up 2%. Binance up 1%, Solana up almost 2%, Terra almost 3%. But then we've got Phantom here. Okay, Phantom is up over 25% in one day in liquidity. And coming down even more, we got Harmony has been doing some big things. Thorchain is back online, so we're seeing big liquidity there. Huge. So some chains are, there's a huge battle going on up top here between Avalanche, Phantom, Terra, Solana. Binance, though, is hanging in, Marv. I thought that we would see some more people leaving Binance with their liquidity, going to some other chains, but they're over 20 billion still. They're still, they still have a 7 billion lead from Solana at this point. What do you think? Do you think these other ones are going to catch Binance, or is Binance going to stay?
Well, I do think that we're going to catch up for sure. At the same time, you got to keep in mind, listen, Binance is one of the largest centralized exchanges in the world. It has been for a very long time. There's so many users that still use Binance to this day, regardless of the FUD. I still use it. Listen, I don't use it as much as I did, but I still use it. And Ethereum, ERC20 chain's expensive, right? And so sometimes it just makes sense. It makes sense to use Binance Smart Chain. So they've got
but some of these other ones are not expensive too. Like Solana is not very expensive.
Well, I know, but I'm saying it's not as expensive either. But when it comes to the integration with the centralized exchange and the convenience factor, it plays a role.
Yeah, I think also people
and swapping back.
People flocked there early this year when it was the only alternative, and it seems like once people are in a network, it's hard to get them to move.
And let's not lie, Pancake has been a big player in it as well.
It is a great site, I got to say. But speaking of liquidity and what might steal liquidity from Binance Smart Chain is Moonriver. Mm-hmm. So we've been talking about Moonriver a lot. Obviously, it's a Kusama parachain, and they are the sister project to Moonbeam, which will be a dot parachain very soon. So their liquidity is up big in the last 7 days. And there was a big announcement by Sushi Swap. We've been waiting for this for a very long time, but Sushi came out and they finally said it. They are launching very, very soon on Moonriver, and shortly after, they're going to be launching on Moonbeam. And I bought a big bag of sushi not too long ago in anticipation of this. So Sushi Swap basically this is the incentive that they've got. So they've got 25,000 mover to incentivize people to get liquidity onto Sushi Swap on Moonriver. And then they also are going to have 2.5 million in Glimmer tokens for when they launch on Moonbeam. And right now for Moonriver, these here are the liquidity pools that you can join to earn that reward in either Mover or Sushi. But I wanted to throw this out here because this is something I've been watching. I'm big on Sushi. I'm big on providing liquidity to these liquidity pools to get rewards. But for those who missed out on Mover, because Mover's been hot recently and it's high, it's still over $400 now. A way to get some free Mover is to add some liquidity to Sushi when it launches. And one of those pools is USDC, USDT. So no worry about impermanent loss on that one.
Yeah, I am a bit surprised though. I got to say, I'm bullish on Sushi, and I've been watching this. I knew this was coming, but I am a bit surprised to see the price action on Sushi. I mean, it's lagged behind quite a bit. Let's be honest, right? Even with the news, Sushi hasn't been performing very well. What's your take?
I think it's been fine. I mean, it's been similar to some of the other blue chip DeFi projects like a Uni or some of the other ones. I think their time is to come. I think the focus is still right now on the layer ones in terms of what's really pumping. I still am waiting for a big DeFi pump. And
Me too.
I think it's going to be coming.
All I'm saying is I expected it a little bit earlier. I haven't seen
I agree.
it.
Yeah, I do agree. But for me, I'm still bullish on it. I'm hodling. I think it is gonna pump soon. But yeah, I agree with you. I thought it would have happened by now a bit stronger than it has been.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, CryptoWise family, we have an NFT to give you today. This guy, we've talked about him a few times. There he is. He's waiting patiently for your wallet, okay? He's waiting patiently. And, the problem we had with yesterday's NFT that we gave away, there was, Johnny's wife, she got a little bit jealous. I don't think anyone's going to have that problem with this guy today. So he is available, but we are only at 58 likes, Milton. We're not even there yet. This is sad. This is very, very sad.
People don't want the degen. I guess we'll have to keep them in our collection.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's all right. We like them.
He's keeping nice and warm in our wallet.
I love these NFTs, though. I love collecting the NFTs. I love looking at my collection. I didn't think I would. I'm so hardcore crypto. But I'm getting into the NFT. Someone in the questions, because we're going to take questions now, CryptoWisers, so get your questions in. Someone brought up ADA or Cardano and what we think. We're not really big Cardano holders here, but I'm starting to look at different projects on Cardano. The first one that I looked at that I made a video on was AstroSwap. This is their chart here. So this is going to be a decentralized DEX that's going to launch on Cardano soon. It's by the Bluezilla guys who are pumping out projects left, right, and center, but they have a huge team behind them. And I got to say, their projects have done good. So I made a video about this when it was launching. It launched at around 20 cents, and it's holding strong here. It's right at about 40 cents at that 2x, and it's building a lot of accumulation, a lot of support here at the 40-cent mark. So that is one ADA project that I'm watching. Right now, the token is on Binance Smart Chain. Speaking of Binance Smart Chain and speaking of PancakeSwap, that's where you can get this one. But it will be an ADA project. And so that's the kind of it's how I'm dipping my toes into the ADA world, because I kind of ignored it for a long time. Where are you at with Cardano, Marv?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm kind of sitting on the bench watching it right now. I've been in and out of Cardano and watching closely on some of the things that are going on. There's quite a bit of movement now happening in the Cardano NFT space, which a lot of people are starting to just talk about. So I've been paying attention to that. But my focus is on other ecosystems. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry to all the ADA lovers out there. I'm not against it whatsoever. I think there's a lot of movement happening in it, but at the same time, it's just not my focus right now.
Yeah, it's not mine either, but I'm liking AstroSwap and the other DEXs. I mean, getting in on
I don't disagree with
the early DEXs for Cardano is where I'm going to spend my time, just because that's kind of the area that really interests me, and the NFT stuff. I do think if you can try to get in on early NFTs on any of these blockchains, just as a lottery ticket, because we don't know what these early ones are going to be worth eventually. But that's something I'm focusing on too. But yeah, AstroSwap is one of my kind of.
I do think Astro is going to be big.
Yeah, it's a small cap that I got. It's risky, obviously, high risk, high speculation on that one, but it's in my high risk bags.
Yeah, but no, fair enough. I am bullish on Astro doing very, very well.
Yeah, Trisha says Sunday swap will go bananas. Yeah, Sunday is obviously, that's the one that has the most hype right now, that's going to be launching on ADA, but I think it's going to be harder and harder to get your hands on the Sunday swap token than it will be on something like Astro, which I do think could contend. You never know.
Yeah, I agree with that. Thoughts on Moonbeam's unlimited cap, Sam is asking.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think he's referring to the crowd loan. So they're basically you can put any amount into their crowd loan, and so that will affect how much rewards you get. So, if a ton of people lend them DOT, this is my understanding, at least. I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but anyone can put as much DOT as they want into their crowd loan, and they haven't capped it. So, but they're only putting 10% of the tokens for that crowd loan. So that will be divided up based on how many people join and how much DOT they put up. So
I'm not thrilled about that.
They're not guaranteeing how much you're going to get. Like with Moonriver, you were guaranteed 12 Moonriver for every Kusama that you gave them. This one, there's no guarantee. So you don't know. And a ton of people are going to be giving them DOT or lending them DOT. So the rewards could be a lot smaller than they were on Moonriver. Also, just to follow up on one of the questions yesterday, yeah, that person was right. You can't, if you're in Canada or the United States, you cannot technically, join these crowd loans. Now, I wouldn't. So that's up to you. There are probably ways of getting around that, but nothing legal. So I don't know. Just from a legal standpoint, yeah, those. You should not be entering the crowd loans if you're in those countries.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. Now, look, all right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your last chance. We are at 60 likes. We want to give you guys this DGen Gang NFT. Now, Milt, here's what I'm thinking, okay?
All right.
Here's what I'm thinking. If we don't hit 60 likes in the next couple of minutes, here's what I am proposing to you, the community, but Milton needs to vote on it. I am proposing that, I don't know if you guys noticed, but after the show, shortly after the show, this video will be put on our YouTube channel. We can move the contest to the YouTube channel, and if we hit 100 likes on the new posted video, all you have to do is comment to win, for a chance to win.
And we'll choose our favorite comment.
And we will choose our favorite comment from the comments in the YouTube in this video when it's posted.
I think that's a good idea for today because we also had some comments yesterday, people who weren't able to watch live.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to be posting this video on our YouTube. All you have to do to have a chance to win that beautiful, sexy DGen is comment on that video, and then we'll announce
and like it because we need 100 likes for it.
Yeah, there's got to be 100 likes on the video. That goes without saying. But tomorrow morning we'll announce the winner of that one, and we'll give out a new one.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it.
Sounds good to me.
Beautiful.
Sounds good to me. Well, it has been a real pleasure. As always, I love all of you CryptoWisers out there. Thank you so much for joining us today. Special thanks to CryptoCohen.
Yeah, thank you,
Crypto in
CryptoCohen.
Minutes.
That was great. He had some really great stuff, some really great charts, I thought. He knew his stuff.
Yeah, I think the community should let us know in the comments if that's something they want to see more of. If we want to dive deeper into those analysis, bring CryptoCohen back, let us know. At the same time, I recommend you check out Crypto in Minutes. The referral link is in this video. Those guys are awesome. That's where CryptoCohen is. And so, anyways, Milt, I'm enjoying this morning show.
Are you going to go have a nap now? Are you exhausted?
It's nap time. That was exhausting.
Thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Hopefully tomorrow will actually be on time.
Yes. Yes, we will. Thank you, guys.